Welcome back to Healing Lives with Positivity 24/7, 365, 24/7. This is a platform that is dedicated to positivity. Obsessively, compulsively, deliberately, I encourage you to focus on all things positive. It is a beautiful addiction. This platform was created in honor of my inner child. So from my inner child to your inner child, listen. You're doing okay. You made it. Congratulations. If you're returning back to this platform, let me just start out by saying that I'm so glad that you came back. Hopefully you're liking the content, sharing. I'm absolutely open to what it is that you all would like to focus on. Right now, it's just kind of like real conversations with me. This is a platform where I'm a little bit more transparent. I take off the spiritual court hat and I let you in on, some things that I've gone through, what's led me up to this point to be in this position to help y'all, because I understand pain, I understand trauma, I understand spiritual attack, I understand what it feels like to know that you were born into a family that maybe was just a hard karmic lesson. Okay, I know, right? I gotta watch my say. I had to be very, very particular about what it is that I wanted to say right there. But needless to say, come on in. Let's start this beautiful spiritual session out with 3 deep breaths, which I encourage you to do. Breathing is so vital. It's so essential. It absolutely is a constant reminder that we need to go with the flow. It's a beautiful way to break up energy. And it just, again, reminds you to be grateful, right? With every breath that you take, it is a beautiful reminder of going with the flow, the breath of life, okay? There's somebody somewhere that is taking their last breath, and there's also somebody somewhere that is taking their first breath. So breathing is absolutely essential. Let's start this out with 1 deep breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth is usually how I like to do it. But I always say, listen to your physical body, your spiritual body, whatever you feel you need to do. You can't mess this up. Okay? I love you. Listen. Nice. I love when I start the sessions out that way. I don't know about y'all, but it matters, doesn't it? I feel like it brings me back to my center. It clears my thoughts. I slow down a little bit more when I breathe deliberately, intentionally. Okay, yeah, it's a beautiful thing to breathe with intentions, right? Deliberately, on purpose, positively. That's beautiful. Let's just see what the angels have to say. What is the current energy on this Wednesday? Something about paying close attention to something. You will notice that all the doors that were once closed are now open for you. So this is giving manifestations. That's what I'm feeling when I read this card. Whatever you're asking Source, the universe, your spirit team to aid and abet you in by way of opening up new doors, those doors are now opened. So maybe things could have been slightly difficult previously, or maybe before you understood some things, right? By way of doors that needed to be closed and or open. What I mean by that is, sometimes we could pray for a blessing and Spirit is still molding and shaping us in a way that we can have a character, or we learn to, mold and shape us in a way that we're able to handle that level of a blessing, right? I'll use myself as an example. If I'm praying for a partner, in between now and the time that I set my intention to release that prayer and that intention out into the atmosphere, guess what's going to happen? It is absolutely a fact that Spirit is going to mold and shape me for my own self-love, right? Loving on myself more. So here I have put this intention out into the atmosphere, asking for somebody to share my love with, a partner, a life partner, a spouse, my soulmates, high vibrationally. And so in the interim, the universe is so smart and so obedient to source that we're being molded and shaped to handle that level of a partnership, right? So usually that could mean focusing more on self-love. The more you focus on self-love, the more you get into this frequency of, attracting loving people around you, or just being in more loving spaces, or lovingly setting boundaries with yourself and other people, right? There's a whole package deal when it comes to love, because not only could you attract a partner, you could attract more loving friends and just loving people. But again, this comes from loving self, right? Love is such a very powerful energy. It should never be abused and or misused, right? In the sense that don't abuse yourself, right? Don't settle because you just could feel like something's taking too long. If something's taking too long and the door is closed, it's for a reason. So with this card, that was like a little intense, like my explanation. Okay, but that's what I got from this card. It says, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that all the doors that were once closed are now opening up. So what does that mean? You've been molded and shaped in order to have the keys, and also the character, and also the know-how, and also what it is that you need to handle that blessing in order to be able to even approach that door and open that door, whatever that door is. You're prepared, you're ready, it is time. So divine timing is at play. It says, sometimes things come in just a different form than what we anticipate. This card came out yesterday. So I feel like Spirit really wants to stress this energy. Somebody really needs to pay attention to this. You could be anxious about something that you feel is taking too long, is what I just felt. But it's in divine timing. So trust the process is what Spirit said. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you, right? This is giving settling energy, differentiating. Is that a word? Differentiating? There it is. Differentiate. Jesus. Differentiating. Thank you. Between the energy of being alone, what that feels like, that vibration, and being lonely. They're two completely, totally opposite things, right? Because when somebody is lonely, they'll settle. And usually loneliness comes with depression, sadness, low self-esteem. Yeah, you should always seek to be in your own best company, hanging out with yourself, being your own best friend, first and foremost. Knowing when to be alone and when to be with others. There has to be some form of balance and or something that's calibrated between the two energies. One should never overextend themselves to people for too long, okay, or overstay your welcome. And one should never be alone for too long, because the two are just out of balance. There has to be, this need for feng shui in the energies. There's such thing as energetic feng shui. We're going to make it a thing. We just did. Listen, it says you need to know your worth, even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. You're what you think of you, right? That reminds me of silent self-talk. Sometimes self-talk is just private thoughts, what you think of yourself, body shaming, things like that, God forbid. So appreciating everything about yourself, knowing that every cell in your body is listening to the words that you're speaking to yourself. Releasing resentment has been, I think, in my opinion, something big, just in general, amongst people that are very innocent, right? So if you've been in a situation where somebody just did you wrong, you came in with every intention to be nice or be friends and they just did you wrong, it can absolutely create a tinge or a whole bunch of resentment at some point. So releasing that, understanding that most times the way people treat you has nothing to do with you. It's not personal, right? And knowing too and understanding and being honest with seeing the fact that sometimes people don't have what it takes in order to maintain the level of love that you provide. Some people come in for a season, some people are permanent, and some people just come in for a reason. And sometimes it's all of the above. And some relationships are permanent. Spirit is saying don't get attached to anything, anybody at any given time. We are just passing through. It really does help you release people, places, things, right? Yeah, including versions of yourself. You're not exempt from releasing a outdated version of yourself, right? Staying in situations past their expiration date is just not something that one should seek to do, right? Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why would we be who we don't need to be for too long when we feel that we need to change? It's a going within type of energy. I don't know if y'all felt it, but I did. It says, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Yeah, don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead, okay? So sometimes, with resentment, what I've learned is there is regret, okay? Oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If I had only done this, if I had only taken that job, if I had only left, 8 years ago or whatever it is, in that one has to keep it real. You didn't, you can't redo it. So move on, right? Now, the beautiful part about shadow work is that if you want to rewrite the story, you absolutely can. You can eliminate what it is that you don't feel you need right now. Because 2008 cannot return unless you revisit it energetically, mentally, spiritually. But in that year, and I'm using that year as an example, just figuratively, 2008, whatever happened in that year, whatever that is, whatever that something is that you regret, that you wish you could change or you could redo, one has to be mindful. Yeah, it's okay to revisit that time, but do it in a way that you are seeing it. You're seeing it in a way that you have the power to kind of revisit it and change the energy around it, how you see it. Can you redo it? Well, you can if you want. You can rewrite that script in your mind, and if you really, really want to imagine it differently, then you absolutely can. But in reality, it happened. So dealing in the truth, hey, this happened. This is what I did. I can't change that. I need to move on and hurry up and get back to current moment, because this current moment right now is all we have. What was said, 12 minutes ago is now considered to be something of the past. Just that fast. Okay, we'll come through. Give me one more card, Spirit, please, and thank you. What is it that the universe wants us to know? The universe is saying you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up, right? Ooh. Who plants a seed and then digs it up every few minutes to see if it has grown? So why do you keep questioning yourself and your work and your decisions? Have patience. Stop overthinking and keep watering your seeds. So this is real specific. So again, remember with this card, I said there's some level of anxiety, anxiousness. Something needs to come into fruition. Maybe you can't see how it's going to happen. You just know that it's going to happen. And then with this card where it talks about certain doors that are opening up, sometimes those seeds grow and they look differently from what we had envisioned them, but it is absolutely your door. It is your opportunity. Maybe it doesn't come in the way that you thought it would, but it absolutely does show up because you planted that seed with intentions, right? So what seeds are we planting? What seeds are we planting? I'm planting seeds within myself to grow beautifully, to be in optimum health, to be clear and stable-minded. Those are gifts, Health is wealth. High vibration and energy is absolutely a blessing. It really, really is. That's a seed that we're planting. So what does that seed look like? Am I exercising? Am I telling myself good things? Am I being nice to myself? Am I being nice to others? Those are seeds that we're planting. Good karma, right? Okay. So I just needed to give that as an example. Again, maybe that was for me. Maybe that was for you. I hope you take it as it resonates. Number 31, it says, your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. So watch your thoughts. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas and you have organization skills to manifest them. So obsessively, compulsively, deliberately thinking about for the next 24 hours, I have the organization skills to manifest anything that I want to manifest, and I do it quite easily. It's easy for me. I am disciplined in all things that are good. I am disciplined in all things that are positive. I am disciplined in all things that keep me healthy, wealthy, well, and happy. And so these are seeds that I'm planting. Because one thing about seeds that we plant, it starts in the mind's eye first before it becomes physical. It has to start in the spirit, right? So this is giving inner standing, inner wisdom, going within, planting those seeds, Who am I now? Now that I've gone through all of this, there's no way that I can absolutely be the same. And hopefully the person that I'm becoming is somebody better than who I ever anticipated I could be, far beyond my own expectations. I am exceptionally supernatural. I am a beautiful beacon of light, considering all the darkness that I had to go through and or consume and transmute. That was a really long affirmation, y'all. That came straight up out my soul. Take that, run with that. That's a real affirmation, okay? Give me 2 more cards, Spirit. Please and thank you. 2 more cards, please. There we go. This card wanted to come out, so I will allow that. Yeah, I am protected. Okay, so invoking your angels. I know sometimes it feels like, you're like, are my angels here? Are my ancestors here? But then you're not sure. They correct us sometimes in loving ways. And sometimes we get real abrupt, intercessions with our ancestors. They will absolutely intercede on your behalf, because the work that was done prior to you was absolutely something that was vital. We have ancestors that are saying, hey, look, blood was shed for you. Lives were taken. Sacrifices were made for you to be in this moment. Right now, it's 2:22 on my clock. The ancestors are saying, listen, we're with you. I am protected. Again, I'm getting anxiety behind maybe something not coming into fruition. This could be for somebody particular. This is not for everybody, but if that is your energy, you need to harness that energy in a way that you channel it, transmute it into light, and use it for your benefit. Anxiety only represents you knowing that there's something you need to do. Depression only represents something that is telling you, hey, there's some part of you that you're pushing down that you're not giving birth to, right? Now, Western medicine will probably tell you something different, but energetically, in my opinion, that's really what that is. Okay? Patience, diligence, obedience, discipline in all things good, consistently, deliberately. Even if I don't believe what it is that I'm saying to myself right now at this moment, keep working with it, keep working at it, right? This is why I love the challenge of positivity 24/7, 365, 24/7, because I know that if we can have a positive day that turns into a positive week, a positive month, a positive year, then you can have a positive decade, and you can have a positive, second, third, fourth, fifth, however many quarters of your life you have left, right? Because then positivity becomes an addiction. It becomes something that you become addicted to. And so you'll do anything to maintain and protect your peace. Setting healthy boundaries. Discerning when you need to move away from something that is not conducive to your well-being is absolutely going to always be your best asset. 444, this says, trust your journey. Trust the way that your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at this moment. So Spirit is saying something about enjoying the moment. With retrograde energy, sometimes we can be too far in the past, too far in the future. But in this moment right now, I am well, I am safe, I am protected, I am creative, I am disciplined, I am accepting these doors are opening at the right time. I'm accepting that sometimes it might not look like what I want it to look like. And even when I feel unsure of myself, I need to know that I'm doing the right thing, that there's something that I need to pay attention to, and that nobody's going to go further for me than me. Right? If we have to put all this energy that we just pulled in a nutshell to get the full, message, right, of what it means in its totality. Every day I get up, just imagine if every day you get up, it's just like a new day, like literally. Like you really don't think about what happened the night before, the day before. You just get up, it's a new day. And you can only see what's going on in that immediate energy, following those hunches, okay? Following the hunch. Something about seeds that are planted. Thank you, Spirit. So if you're working on something, Spirit is saying that the reason why some things have not come into fruition as of yet is 1, because of divine timing. 2, certain doors still need to be closed that are no longer for your highest good. 3, doors are being opened simultaneously as the universe shifts you into a position to be ready for the doors that you're opening. Remember, being molded and shaped by way of your character, decent and in order, good work ethics, honesty, honest with yourself, being able to work well with yourself and work well with others, standing in your creativity, right? Okay, so these are things that are being put into you so that you can maintain this level of a blessing. Whatever the seed is that you're planting, only you know. And if you're not planting seeds, then why not? That too can become an issue. One has to plant those seeds. You know how I plant my seeds, y'all? It's very, very obvious. When I'm talking to you and sharing my energy like this is me planting a seed. I pray and I hope that whatever is here, somebody will share it with somebody else, or whoever else is doing a beautiful body of work just like what I'm doing here, that this will eventually become contagious and that you'll do it and somebody else will do it. And then positivity just becomes a thing because we're long overdue for it, right? And we deserve it. It's in order. It's in order. This is what a loving world looks like. So that is my hope. This is me planting a seed. And long after I'm gone, baby, this body of work will continue. Somebody's going to pick it up and continue. Somebody's going to take whatever they get here today and run with it. Whatever you're doing, whatever your expressive energy is in the universe, just know that by way of the schematics of divinity, the larger plan, divine plan for the world, you're a huge part of it. You absolutely are. And nobody can do it like you can. Oh, okay, come through. 111, it says, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life that you love. I am creative. So again, reminding ourselves that we have supernatural protection. We got beings that are waiting. Invoke your angels. Let's do it right now. I invoke my angels to guide me, protect me. I invoke all my guardian angels to put a shield of protection and protect me from anything that could be not good for me. I invoke my war angels to fight for me, to go behind me, on the side of me, in front of me, protect me as I get in my car, my house. Listen, we are invoking our angels because what people fail to realize is that we have angels that are standing by waiting for our orders. We have to give them permission to intercede on our behalf. And as long as you're in alignment with what it is that you're doing by way of your divine plan for your life, then trust me, they will do whatever it is that you need them to do, right? So invoking your angels, giving them permission. Hey, I need you to help me. Can you give me a sign? Can you clear my path? Show me the right way to go. This is what a spirit team consists of, spirit guides. And again, I need to make this so clear. All the ancestors are not good ancestors, y'all. As much as I'd love to sell you a beautiful, story about, all my ancestors. No, some of them were under curses. Some of them were stiff-necked people. Some of them are the reasons why we got to break all these demonic contracts, right? What's a demonic contract? Spirit of anger, spirit of broken marriages, broken families, mental illness. Those are contracts. Those are spirits. Those are fallen angel energies, right? So I always say my divine lineage, because really your divine lineage is that of the angels. If you're an earth angel, your family is of the heavens. Your family is of the cosmos. Now you had your physical family, right? You had your 3D family that probably taught you some of the hardest lessons that you ever needed to learn. But by way of your spiritual family, your heavenly family, that's a whole nother ball of wax. We'll get more into it on the next video. But I love y'all. This is the time that we take our hands and wrap our arms around ourselves and remind ourselves, I have every right to be here. I am just as important as the stars, the trees, the birds, the animals. If the Most High takes care of the planet the way that the Most High does, then the Most High is going to take care of me. I am vital. I am essential. And I give thanks and gratitude for all good things that are within me. So shall it be. I love y'all so much. I send you so much love and light. I will see you on the next video. Shout out to the people that come over to the other platform. It's intense, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I know. I love y'all. Mwah. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.